Hello, guys.
We are back. Oh no, keep going. No, sorry, I didn't mean to still
No,
show
that
them.
really startled me. Anyways, hello, guys. Welcome back to the Taboo Room.
We're back with another topical tea.
Yeah,
We're back with
yeah,
another
yeah.
topical
Get it.
What are we on today, friends?
We're on Tory and Meg. I know we're a bit late to the scene.
Very.
But we've collated our thoughts.
Yes.
And we're going to give them to you.
Better late than never. That's what I say.
Exactly.
Better late than never. Before it was because it was very much up in the air, and now Tory has been charged. What has he been charged with?
So he has been charged with assault with a semi-automatic firearm, personal possession of a firearm, carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, which has resulted in poor Meg having been shot in the foot. What's your opinion?
Big questions. Big questions.
What questions have you got?
Do you think she done it? Do you think he done it?
Right, so...
Because I know before we slapped the camera on, you had a lot of... Tell what you had.
Yeah, right. So what I had to say was, although I don't fully believe in the narrative that's been put out, because of the whole Kelsey not wanting to perjure herself, which...
Seems a bit...
Exactly, you can fill in the blanks and you make your own story and judgment. But I think that there has been a positive that has come out of this, which is people have actually learned to sympathise with Meghan. And the reason why it's such a big thing is of the strong black narrative that we have in our societies and communities. Now, you don't believe in this necessarily, but I do, because I was reading up on some of the comments. Being a domestic violence advocate anyways, I have seen firsthand how a black woman and a white woman will be treated very differently when an allegation is brought forward.
Okay.
So when the allegation first came forward, it was the normal, natural narrative. There was a lot less sympathy. I don't know if it's the name, the stallion, she's meant to be strong, all of this stuff. Sort of like, you're meant to be dating him, you're just jealous, why are you reporting it? Because there was questions as to whether Meghan and Tory were in a sexual relationship.
Which was found out to be true.
She found out to be true. She lied in the beginning because of the judgments that are being made. Because
that's why she lied.
Because if, let's say, before Kelsey was really in the mix, it was a case of, you're jealous that Tory now likes Kelsey. That's the reason you're reporting this. It's not really a big thing. Let's move on. And the fact that it's been taken seriously and she has got some form of justice. I don't know if it's the right form of justice. I don't know. I feel like Kelsey has played a larger role in this than it's been said.
I don't want to talk too much on Kelsey, but it's all a bit too cute. It's all a bit too cute with Kelsey. That's all I've got to say, because her, as you said, she got immunity before she started talking. And then there was obviously Meghan lied as well. You say that was to not cloud everyone's judgment.
Yes.
Something happened in the car. There's 3 plus a security.
Yeah.
Meghan's been shot in the foot. There was an eyewitness that lived around the area that said he heard a big argument. There was shots. He said a figure shot in the air. There was fighting. It's like, you think? Would you say you're happy on that justice is done?
I don't think it's a question of whether or not I'm happy, because at the end of the day, what we've got to take away from this is, a woman's been shot. For whatever reason, a woman's been shot, right? The fact that she had to lie so that people's judgments wouldn't have been clouded when a woman has been shot, that's what I'm upset about. Because usually, if that was, for instance, okay, very, very, very...
What is she about to say right now? That's what I'm worried about.
If this was the Queen, there'd be no judgment. There'd be no question.
What?
If this was the late Queen, may God rest her soul...
Rest in peace.
People would take it like so seriously. There would be no backlash. They'd be like, oh my gosh, who shot the Queen? Whereas because it's Meghan, everyone's like, oh, she a stallion.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I'm trying to get the link. I kind of see the link.
I made it so ridiculous to sort of highlight the fact that it's these little thoughts and these little things that stop women from speaking up.
I personally think, so as you're saying, she's spoken up. I have no doubt. No one was saying that people are people. Do you know what I mean? There was probably some shade thrown on Meghan, even though
not some shade. Let's not. There was
some, meaning some. You have to times that by her 1,000 because she's got a big following.
Not even that. We're talking about the big. Like, think about our culture. Our culture. There was massive Instagram pages that you speak about that were putting out this narrative of, when your ex decides to move on type of vibe. Like, these pages don't just have a couple 100,000 followers. Some of these are 2.5 million people that they're putting this narrative out to. Do you think they would have done that if that was a different type of public figure? That's what I'm trying to get at. The fact that it wasn't just a little bit of backlash, people commenting under her photos and things that she would naturally expect. It was big boys. Like,
do you not think she'd naturally expect that, though, from the big boys?
Why would the big boys not take the stance of a woman's been shot, who did it? Because that is still a big story. Why do you have to bash a woman in order to get the likes? That's what I'm saying is not okay. Like, I don't understand why we constantly have to bash a strong black woman. I really do hate that term, but why do we have to bash someone in order to get the likes and the views? There's some things you can do. There's some controversies whereby, okay, if we're talking about other people, okay, bash them so you can get your likes and comments. A woman's been shot. Let's take it seriously now, because no one's going to take our community seriously now.
No, I hear that. I do hear what you're saying. As I said, these blog pages, me and you both know they're out here for engagement and for the drama. Even though they can sometimes take it to the extreme, even if you're saying they were trying to push a narrative, you have news is doing that. Everyone wants their own narrative for their own best interest. Personally, from what I saw, you may have saw something different. I saw loads of people very aware that a woman had been shot.
Yeah, that was after the fact, though.
After the fact that what?
This was after this narrative has already been put out.
So you feel like there was a whole...
Everyone pounced on her, and then when things started to look like, oh no, they're going to take this seriously, then everyone switched. There was a switch.
Really?
And that happened last summer, yeah.
But you still don't think justice has been served? Or do you?
Not to its full capacity, no.
See what I mean? I think you take your wins where you can get them. What are you trying to say? So, in terms of are you trying to say people didn't take it seriously? The case? Really?
No, I think people... Okay, at first it was a bit of a like, no, Tory did not shoot Meghan. Like, obviously people... We're not in hysterics, but people were like, what the heck? Do you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to get at is, in our communities, we need to be more supportive. We can't always be so quick to chase a story, chase the drama. I know that's what monetizes us and what makes us more interesting, but sometimes let's look at the individual before we look at our own pockets. Like, I know that's the way the world works, but I feel like there's certain topics whereby we're trying to break the mold, and this would have been such a great example if we'd have all come around as a community and been like, what has gone on? Like, what went wrong? Instead of you're chasing this, you're doing that, you're doing this.
I feel like even in law, you'll never know the real, like, we won't know what happened in that car. I wish that there was an eyewitness that was saying he saw figurines. Bro, to be fair, if there's a gun, if someone's banging a gun,
I'm me gone.
The thing is, I'm a nosy guy. If people are arguing outside my house, I'm getting a cuppa, I'm coming, tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Oh, what's going on?
Oh, wait, that piece of grass needs...
Yeah, I need to go outside. To be fair, I'm going out there and I'm looking, right, Tory's there, my girl's there, them two fighting, this what happened. But I understand, my boys, bang, bang, bang. You're not going anywhere.
I'm ready to risk it all.
Rainey's outside.
I'm ready to risk it all.
Rainey's outside. But I get that. But it's like, I've seen so many things, and with the internet, you can get clouded so easily. But as you said, I don't know if we've got the truth.
I know we haven't got the truth.
Oh, you don't think we...
No, and plus, if you think about the phone call between Kelsey and Tory, it's just all a bit like, well, I walked in there and they gave me 5 shots and this, and it's just all a bit like, child.
All a bit too cute.
Yeah, and the fact that he's going, you need to find a way to get me out of here. Why is he not, why is it Kelsey that he's got to... I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the full story, but something is stirring in my waters, but it's not sitting right in my waters.
And what was the number? The maximum 22 years was it? He could face.
Yeah, he could face up to 22 years because obviously there's separate.
EPD. He won't though.
No, we pray he doesn't.
Yeah,
but then at the same time,
you're praying on the guy who shot her. Apparently.
But this is what I'm saying because I do believe.
Rainy, you're on this fence twerking, bro.
I know, my little tushy's going.
Where are you sitting? And you know what? You don't have to. You don't have to pick a side.
I don't know where I sit, but all I'm happy is that someone's gonna now take Megan, who's been through a lot the past few years with her record label, with obviously the passing of her mother and all of this stuff. Like, it's a lot. So all I'm saying is the win out of this is Megan has found some form of justice. I don't know.
That's a win, even though it might be the wrong person. Someone was always going down for that.
But then Tory's got to find his justice.
Wow, it's like that. You think?
Yeah.
Petite people.
And if he's willing to go down for a crime that he didn't commit, it also makes me think, what has Kelsey got on you, or what has the person who actually shot Megan got on you? Or if, let's say, Megan did shoot herself, what has Megan got on you that you would actually go to prison for her crime? And she's put you there, technically.
I think that's where we'll wrap that much up.
But what do you think?
Tell us what you think in the comments below. We're going to be hitting you with a load more of topical juices. There's a couple stuff bumbling in the backgrounds right now. We've got a couple things coming up for you. Stay tuned. Put in the comments what you think below. Yes. Who shot Megs? We know Tory's been convicted, but who do you think shot Megs? All right. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.